Oh, what's the deal? We live. I finally got Rap and D Woods on my channel all at once. You know this about to be
Oh,
legendary.
yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. What's up, man? Shit. Hey, look, I already know tonight gonna be one of them. Hey, we gonna have them convos, dog. It is what it is, bro. They asked for the shit, so we gotta give it to them, innit? I mean,
Man, what
shit,
up?
we ain't. If we could have it all way, bro, we be celebrating tonight. You know what I mean? We be doing a celebration live, but it is what it is, bro. They asking for it, so we gotta give it to them.
That shit last night, y'all. That shit was tough. Like Justin
Yeah.
Herbert. Oh man, like I can say this though. I finally agree with D Woods on the defense. The defense, I would say this though. The defense is learning from the offense. Cause they look just like the fucking offense.
They all on the same team. They share the same jerseys.
Well,
Yeah, so I guess
hold up. So speak more on that. D, D, explain what you meant by that. Then when you say
So,
that.
so what I mean about the defense, right? It's like we gotta really get away from the manufacturer stats, like the EPA, all the stuff like that. Like you have to go with what you see on actual field, right? So for
Yeah.
the past couple of seasons, me and Zoe been going at it about the defense because I've been saying defense is trash, is bad. Brian Flores ain't good because, in my opinion, what a good defense is, you got to be able to stop teams. And I just feel like this defense, when they go against like good coaching staffs or veteran quarterbacks, they
Yeah.
can't they can't figure it out because those players are able to know how to dissect this defense, and it makes it look completely bad. Like middle of the field is always open. We know our corners can't play man-to-man coverage. They're able to get exploited in zone. And in my opinion, that's a bad defense because you're trying to scheme so much to try to get some kind of to get it going, to get a sack or to do this, to do that. And at the end of the day, when you can't get that, it makes everything else look bad. And if you go back to like the past two, like last season, bro, the only two losses we got was from the Lions and the Rams, right? That's Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. And you look at the way they treated our defense, they basically did the same thing Justin Herbert did last night. And I've been saying that for the past couple of seasons. Like, even though it looks good for EPA or whatever, it's not good when you actually need it. Like when Justin Herbert needed the third down, they got it.
Who the hell mowing grass? Who the hell mowing? Oh.
And my gardener just got here. I'm finna tell his ass to move.
Oh.
oh, I'm like, what the fuck? It's nighttime, man.
Hey,
I forgot he was
my boy D Woods got a grass man. He like, man,
Yeah,
coming to cut the grass.
this dude done came. It's like what? It's like 4:00 right now. I've been here all day. He could have came earlier today. He coming late on a Friday.
That's all. You gotta get him done.
I'm gonna mute it real quick though, but go ahead.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I get what. All right, so yeah. No, I like where you going with that, man. Look, man, I think we gotta have the tough conversations and to touch on that, Woods and so we gotta have the tough conversations about the defense and the offense, bruh. Like I truly believe, like you said, there's an issue with both. I know, like we've been having conversations about like, oh, this defense is lit, like the defense, Minnesota Vikings. You know, you think about Brian Flores, but last night we saw once again how easy it is to expose Brian Flores' defense. All you got to do is just focus on the middle of the field, especially with quick passes on the middle of the field, bro. Like you are going to expose this defense, especially if we're not getting home. And that's a whole nother story, bro, that we can get into tonight too. But I mean, shit, yeah, Zoe and D, man, that shit, man. Last night just hurt my head, bro. Like it really hurt my head because I thought we were better than that. And the Chargers ain't better than us, bro. I'm be
no.
real. I don't think they better than us, man. And that might just be me, the fan in me saying that. But like when you look at their roster up and down, like quarterback, yeah, you can give them quarterback. But when you go through and you go wide receiver, even offensive line, you go defensive backs. I mean, they got James, but he wound up coming out the game early with an injury. So he wasn't even a factor. I mean, shit, bro. We should have won this game, man. Should have won this
Yeah.
game, bro.
But I can say this though. The only thing they had us beat in this show, coaching. Hardball play with fire under him. He wanted Minnesota Vikings to see. Y'all hired the wrong guy. And I'm about to show y'all.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
real. I'm dead.
Yeah, it was an embarrassment, bro. Like I just think like
the Chargers.
you know, the Chargers, man. We still call them San Diego. They don't
I'm
get
telling
to LA.
Them boy renting a city, man.
Yeah, we still call it San Diego, man. We like it was crazy, man. Like just being there and seeing like I would say 70-30 Vikings fans, bro. It was a home game.
Yeah.
And it was just like, here we go again. But I woke up this morning and I was like kind of happy though, because now we get to have these conversations, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Now we get to really have these conversations about what's going on with this team, man.
Right.
Now we're there. So it is.
No, we there, bro. Like we all the way there. I just released a video, man, about Kevin O'Connell, man, because I went through and got some of our community's comments that they were leaving under my post-game video, and then also a poll I released, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, all you see is Zoe, they on you. Cause D Woods, I don't remember you being fully on the get rid of Kevin O'Connell side that much, right? Like you weren't really on that side of the fence.
I really want to see what he can do, but
right.
last night.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, like as the days are going, I'm starting to
sideline. They don't even mess with the bro like that, man. Like,
so my thing is this: I'm sitting on if you want to put it in an image, right? Like I'm sitting on top of the fence with one leg leaning, you know what I mean, to the side of we might need to move on and figure something else out, and that's all going to be based on a couple things. It's going to be based on, is he willing to give up the play calling to Wes Phillips? Right. And let or bring somebody in. I don't give a damn how you do it, but like just let us know that too. Don't do it behind the scenes where nobody kind of knows what's going on and we still are thinking that you're just taking full control. Like come out and say, you know, hey, look, man, we've been struggling. So we kind of went back to the drawing board, split the play calling, or I'm gonna get Wes Phillips or whoever more involved in the game planning and play calling during in game while we have live bullets flying, then I'll accept that and we'll move forward for that. And I'll give him a chance. And the second thing would be JJ McCarthy coming back. Can we see some type of camaraderie being built? Some type of, we need a vibe, bro. I'm telling you. Like we need to see something. We're not expecting him to go out there, you know, JJ, and just win 5 games in a row with Kevin O'Connell right off the bat. But we need to see something though, bro. Something. That's the only thing. Other than that, bro, I'm out. I'm gonna be real.
You gotta move in the right direction.
What did they say about me yesterday? They were trying to dog me.
Who?
You said rap. You said something about your comment section. Then you said something about Zoe. We got off the topic.
No, I probably just was saying your name as I was. Oh. I went and grabbed comments from my from my videos, like of fans that were talking about how they felt about the game, and everything that was about the game led to KOC and get rid of them. Like, dog, you'd be surprised how many comments under my videos that are KOC sucks, KOC ain't shit, get rid of them. Like, bruh, something that I've never really seen. You know what I'm saying? Because like just a year ago, he was the best coach in the world. You feel me?
A week ago.
Best coach in the world, bro. Like for real. That's crazy. I mean, the tables have turned, my brothers.
He was never that.
I just really feel like to me, man, like he never evolved his play calling. Like to me, these the same plays you ran when you first got here. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like, I don't know, it's still early said. For Kelsey to save a job, it got to be all on JJ McCarthy. Can he look like an NFL quarterback? Because these next couple of games, I feel like the Vikings about to get dog walk. But if JJ can look like he's doing something, if not, I feel like Kelsey wore out his welcome. He did his job. He changed the culture in Minnesota. He got us a nice vibes in the building. But I don't think he's going to be the coach that can get us to where we need to go.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's weird, bro. Like, this is always a weird conversation, too. It's a conversation that needs to be had tonight. But the weird part about it is when you measure up, right, like the amount of games we've won on top of saying we need to fire him, people like other fan bases will look at us like we're crazy. Because if you think about it, he's won a ton of football games. We have to, I mean, that is a fact. Like we can't really argue against that. Like, I mean, shit, man. Since he's been the coach of the Vikings, we've been winning. I gotta be honest with you. We ain't winning right now today, but shit, I'm telling you right now, when he got in the building, I mean, we going on 5-game winning streaks like it's nothing, over and over again. So you know, I it's kind of hard when you sit back and you're like, damn, we need to fire this dude. But then you think about shit like that, and you're like, yo, is he that bad? But man, he can't beat the better coaches though. He can't beat the better coaches.
And at times, like my bad, D Wood, but Like time we look in the mirror, bro. If you really look at the NFC North, where do you rank KOC among the rest of the coaches inside of the NFC North right now?
Last. Because
Damn near.
Well, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna probably rank them. Only person not
About
dead
3.
ass though. Like I'm gonna put him either 2 or 3, right? Because I will say
Who?
I feel like LaFleur. Because I feel like LaFleur probably gonna be number 1 in my opinion, just because the consistency. You know, he's been consistent as he's been the coach of the Packers. But like, I mean, Dan Campbell, I don't know if I'm gonna give him all the props yet. I like him. I like the grit. I like all the, the vibe around that. And it seems to be working, but I ain't gonna say he's a better coach because I think he passes. He's smart, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's actually doing what KOC probably should do. What Campbell does is just brings the people in and then passes the responsibility around the building.
Right.
Hey, you gonna do offense. Hey, you gonna do this. You gonna do that. All I'm gonna do is keep the headset on and make sure everything good. I'm gonna keep the troops in order. But shit, when it comes to making decisions in game, like these are really y'all. Like I make the timeout decisions, the challenge decisions, but like I'm gonna just bring the right people in the building to make this shit work. And that's typically how you want what you want your head coach to do.
True.
You know, when you got a coach that comes in, whether it's a defensive coach or an offensive coach, and they want to take control of that side of the ball, kind of like what Mike Zimmer did with the defense, I just feel like it's a conflict of interest, in my opinion. I don't think it works like that. I don't think it should be done. Now, there's coaches that obviously are doing it, but like I don't think Kevin O'Connell can do it, and Mike Zimmer obviously couldn't do it. And that's 2 different sides of the ball. I think he needs to bring in the people that can do it, and he needs to be the guy that gives the locker room speeches, that talks to the players when they down in the dump to pick them up because he is a motivator. And shit, that's it. And then we can maybe do something, man. That's where I stand at with it.
Yeah, I would put I'll probably put Dan Campbell at 1, like not Brian Flores, the Green Bay Packer coach at 2. Now I ain't
Okay.
stuff yet of the Bears, so I'll put KOC at 3, but dude from the Bears is right there. Like
Yeah.
he's
Johnson,
right there.
But can you compare him to kind of see what I'm thinking about with Ben Johnson is kind of how the Vikings did. Like it's a new coach.
Yeah.
They on a high right now. You feel me? Are we going to be talking about Ben Johnson like this two seasons in? You know what I'm saying? Like that, because we were the same way with Kevin O'Connell. Came in off the bat, we winning 10 games or we going crazy.
True.
You know what I mean? So then everybody believes like, oh shit, this the next John Madden. You know what I mean? Like Kevin O'Connell.
But the only reason I would say it's kind of different with Ben Johnson because they feel like they had a franchise quarterback already in the building.
Yeah.
And they be trying to build Caleb Williams. Compared to us, we knew Kirk Cousins was never the answer. He was just there. But if they can get something out of Caleb Williams and the rest of that offensive defense, and they can keep on winning football games, and he get better, hey,
I'm taking LaFleur first.
Yeah,
because I believe I like LaFleur's offense. I like the way he changed his scheme up once Aaron Rodgers left. He went with a deadly run attack. He gave Jordan Love, one of the best running backs in the game with Josh Jacobs. So he didn't have to do that. And he doesn't rely on the receivers like that anymore. He relies on running the ball, playing defense, and then they did what they did with Michael Parsons. He might not be great, but he's able to change with the time. So I got him number 1. Dan Campbell got the playoff wins. He was actually in the NFC title game last few years. I mean, last year they were hurt and they lost in the first round. So it is what it is. But if you watch them this year, they still smacking fools. So I would say I give KLC 3rd because he's been in a position longer than Ben Johnson. But what Ben Johnson is actually building with Chicago, it might look scary because, man, we talked about this before, right? That they got a viable backup quarterback. So regardless of whatever happens with Caleb, they got a guy that they believe in on their offense that can excel, that Ben Johnson can get the plays to, which is something that KLC, neglected in doing. So it's just going to be interesting how this NFC North pans out. But I just think, man, it's unfortunate that we got to have this conversation about who's the best coach in our, division. And we looking up right now. It is just, it don't look good.
It don't look good, man. Part of me, every time I go down this road with Kevin O'Connell and we compare him to the, LaFleurs or the Campbells and even the Ben Johnsons this year, it's like they walked into a situation that kind of had the QB under control for the most part. I mean, people can make an argument with Jared Goff, but shit, Jared Goff is getting them to the play. Like shit,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
balling. Jared Goff is considered a franchise quarterback. I mean, the first year you probably looking at it like, oh, well, Jared Goff ain't gonna be the boy, but he looked like the dude now. You know what I'm saying? He looked like the dude now. So I look at it like when we talk about Kevin O'Connell coming in and being at a disadvantage with and that's one of my reasons why I want to give him a little longer leash when it comes before I jump on the side of let's get rid of him because I want to see if he actually identified his quarterback in JJ McCarthy and can he actually build him into a franchise quarterback or develop him into a franchise quarterback because that's what we brought him here for, and we keep getting setback.
That was the whole thing about bringing them in,
Yeah.
identifying, develop, and making sure you have a quote unquote franchise quarterback for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
And we have not seen it, and we ain't got there. We still in the process.
And shout out to Nugget real quick here too, Zoe, like that one where he said, I'd argue KOC had been dealt a shitty situation because of Kwesi. Because this is the thing, not only the shit quarterbacks, but let's talk about the players.
Oh, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's talk about the players that Kevin O'Connell should have that should already be at this point in their third phase of development. If Kwesi would have got even the first draft right, first of all, these players should be in their third phase. Then you got your second draft; these players should be in their second phase. Like these are players that you're looking at this point right now and saying, like the draft from 2022. We should be looking at these players right now starting. There should be at least two, bro. I'm not even like, this is my thing. I'm not even trying to set the bar high and say, hey, out of those, I think we had what, 8, 9 players. Like, I think we had like 11 that year, I believe. We had a ton of draft picks that year. Bro, I'm just saying 2, man. Just 2. That's it. We don't have any, man. That's ridiculous. You pretty much bombed the whole draft. And then from the next draft, we got 1 player, in my opinion. 1.
So let me ask y'all a question with the players and that's under development. Like, do you hold Kwesi accountable for like the development players, or do you hold the coaching staff by being impatient, trying to win now and not putting them in position to actually get developed?
Go ahead, Zoe.
I would say, first, I would say this. Like we keep on saying Kwesi. We already know Kwesi do not make the last call on who get drafted. It's a whole group on who get drafted. It's not just Kwesi. Kwesi not your typical GM. So he go through him and him and him. Just like when Kwesi traded with the Lions. Kwesi wanted the player, but they want him to trade down and get somebody else. And that's what Kwesi did because they told him to do that. But at the end of the day, the coaches get Kwesi and whoever elicits players to draft. These players, especially the offense line, is not getting developed. I mean, KLC been for 4 years. We ain't seen not one person on the offense line get developed yet in 4 years.
Yeah.
No, it's a fact, bro. Because I just believe like I hear it on social media a lot, and other content creators are like, yeah, Brian Flores got his guy. Kevin O'Connell got his guy. So if you relatively saying that they're getting their guy, and it's just like what Zoe said, because we had this conversation too, to where it's like Kwesi is the GM that you kind of would want in-house because he wants to lean on his coaching staff to say, hey, give me a list of names so I can give you guys what y'all want, so I can put y'all in the best position to actually succeed. And if he's going out there getting these names, drafting these players and coaching staff, and I'm saying it's just not Kevin O'Connell, I'm talking about all the coaches on the coaching staff, they're not developing guys, at a higher rate, or they're just giving up on guys. Like we're gonna pick on Brian Flores because I just don't like the dude, right? So
damn. Okay.
I had to get that out there. I just don't like the dude, right? Because it's like Kobe King, right? So you haven't you had issues with Ivan Pace, and we talked about it, Rap. Ivan Pace I always felt that he was undersized because he was schemed a certain type of way. So why would you allow Kobe King to get out your building to be claimed by the Jets, and now you're down again to your linebacker? Now your linebacker core is basically like 3 players. It's kind of just like the corners now. Like you couldn't develop Mekhi Blackman, right? You couldn't develop Lewis Seen. You couldn't develop Andrew Booth. And I'm not saying that these players would have came perennial Pro Bowlers, but look at Mekhi Blackman. He's actually getting playing time and playing solid where he's at right now because he's getting the opportunity to play. So why Brian Flores never gave these guys the opportunity to play consistently and actually develop? Because you ain't gonna learn in practice. Like you not. And that's just been my gripe with Brian Flores from the jump, because I just felt like and this is Kevin O'Connell too, and I just feel Kwesi is gonna always be the scapegoat because they traded young contracts that were under like control, that were relatively cheap for old Asian contracts that's expensive. Yeah. Think about that, for example, right? You with the offensive line, you got rid of Ingram because you said he was bad, right? But then you replaced that with Fries, and now he's expensive, and he's actually graded lower than the person you got rid of. Like that makes no sense. You can't feel like that, bro.
Yeah. Hey, so King gone? I didn't even know we lost King. We lost Kobe King?
We lost him. We brought Aaron Jones back.
And that's dumb for like.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Like, that's dumb, bro. Like you didn't have to. Come on, man. You didn't have to cut King to actually let Aaron Jones on the roster. You could have cut Ursep, who you could have.
Ty Chandler.
Ty Chandler's on IR. He ain't even on the roster right now. He on injured reserve.
That's crazy.
And I will say this too, though. KOC wasn't Kwesi's first hire. He wanted Harbaugh. But once again, somebody told Kwesi not to hire Harbaugh. So he hired KOC. Once again, they always telling Kwesi what to do. He is not your typical GM.
So then we gotta have that conversation then, right? Because if that's the case, right? It's one thing to have collaboration, but it's another thing to block somebody from trying to build what they're trying to build. And if you always got to have somebody else, if you always got to have like 3 people in the kitchen, bro, that shit ain't gonna work. Like Kwesi, then that's that. Because I say that to say, then we need a GM that has a backbone that says, hey, even in the interview process, like, hey, look here, I'm here to be the GM. I'm here to overlook everything. I'm going to be firm. I got a vision. This is my plan, and we're going to ride like that. That's what we're doing. We're not going to have any outside influences coming in saying, well, maybe we should do it this way or that way. No, I'm tunnel vision. I see what's going to happen here. I got my plan. That's how you want to really go out. You want somebody who comes in that knows what they want and they execute that, right? Because from what it sounds like, it's almost like then what the hell is Kwesi doing then? I mean, shit, what is he?
He's just a face.
Yeah, like come on, dog. I'm not with that then. I ain't gonna lie.
I think what we talked about with the Philly dudes the other week, last week for the Philly game, it's kind of the same situation with Howie Rosen. When Howie Rosen came in the situation, he was like the same way, where he like deferred to Doug Peterson, right? Doug Peterson was higher, and he kind of deferred to him, and then he got to the point to where he had to be like, "Look, you'll probably get a head coaching job before I get another GM job, and you're gonna end up getting me fired." I think Kwesi gonna have to come to that realization and say, "Look, though, bro, like Kevin O'Connell, we doing it this way now. Like this is how we're gonna run it, because you will get a coaching job before I get another GM job." It's harder for him. Let's just be real. It's gonna be harder for him. Yeah. And I just think like they kind of made their bed like with certain situations, man. Like it don't look good. Like you can't get rid of Brian Flores abruptly because he still got that lawsuit, and it's gonna look bad on you for hiring him and firing him. Like you can't do that. He don't have a contract next year. Like you can't really just get rid of Kevin O'Connell knowing they drafted McCarthy. Like Kwesi's stuck, man. He gonna have to do something. He's stuck.
Man, you lying to me. Like I told you before, man. I want Doug Peterson here. He developed Carson.
You want Doug Peterson here as a head coach?
Yes.
Okay.
Doug Peterson developed Carson Wentz. He had his hands on Jalen Hurts. And the only reason he got fired from the Eagles because the Eagles wanted him to fire somebody on his staff. And he said, no, I'm riding with my staff. And they got rid of him. That's why he got fired from the Eagles.
Yeah.
Kevin
But we can't forget that he went to Jacksonville and looked horrible.
That's my thing though, right? He went horrible with Jacksonville, bro.
Real, look at Jacksonville now. They started 4-0, right? And about to miss the playoffs. It's Jacksonville. Travis Lawrence.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. At the end of the day,
I'm good on Doug, man.
I think I'm good on Doug too. But I see where you're going with it.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't want Doug.
I feel y'all. I'm just saying though, like Kevin O'Connell is a nice guy, man. But since day one, I never been in love with this guy because the play calling was always a roller coaster. You can't never put your foot and get rid of a team because your offense gonna disappear. We're gonna turn the ball over, punt the ball. Then the defense gonna end up collapsing. Then we're gonna have to come back and beat the team. Now you see the shit don't work in the playoffs.
Yeah, he got out coaching in the playoffs multiple times by better coaches. It's just what it comes down to. I just think we were sold a bill of goods with Kevin O'Connell, and now we're actually seeing like what he really is. Like, I mean, I tried my best to be optimistic this year, and it's not working.
Why y'all don't like Doug Peterson?
I just feel like, hey, this is gonna be make or break for Kevin O'Connell these next couple of games, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
Oh man,
it really is, bro. It's gonna be, I think, not only for the owners looking at Kevin O'Connell, but for the fans for sure. I mean, the fans already on his ass, bro. Like that man better win out. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? Like for sure, because you do have a big group of Vikings fans now that are off the KOC train already. You know what I'm saying?
T-Bad just dropped something new. I did hear that too, though.
What? Oh yeah,
they want to
polls. Yeah,
polls first. Yeah.
But polls, like this is my thing. I'm not gonna say polls is better than Kwesi, like just because the Bears won 4 games this year. Like, bro, polls has been the GM. They ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? They got a ton of draft picks too that ain't turn out. Yeah. They still rebuilding. That mother came on his press conference. We're gonna take the North and never give it back, bro. And they've been at the bottom ever since. And we 4 years in. So
have they been playoffs for him?
Nah, hell no. Not even close. The motherfucker been winning 5 games, 6. And it's the thing now. I mean, yes, he might have made the move now, but for him to bring in Eberflus, like polls to hire Eberflus and shit, like man, I don't know, man. I think his head be. I don't know about him. You know, we'll see what happens with him now because he does have somebody like Johnson in there, who I believe Johnson is somebody who's going to stand up for what he wants and what he believes, and he'll actually be vocal about, hey, this is the player I want. This is the player I want, and we'll just see how that plays out. But like with our coach, man, golly, this collaboration shit. Y'all remember when we first brought in Kwesi and KOC? That was the big term. All right. Yep. They might as well have had a flag behind them saying collaboration because that was the word, right? That was the whole word, bro. Collaboration. And to be honest with you, I just think it's a recipe for disaster is what it's looking like because you got too many people throwing their opinion out there. Somebody needs to be the leader. Somebody needs to be the boss. That's just what it is. If Kwesi don't want to be that, well, then we need to bring somebody in who's willing to be that. True. That's how I feel.
You're right, exactly. You're right, but I'm just looking at the team. I forgot what team I was talking about, but the Vikings though, the Vikings done fucking regress on offense and defense and special team. The fucking kicker keep on hitting the fucking camera that's in the fucking sky
because they didn't develop anybody, bro. Like it's gonna happen when you don't have development on your roster. I'm saying that's you got a gang of old guys on expiring deals or bad contracts that are actually playing, and you got some guys you signed in the offseason can't play because they can't physically do it, and then some guys got cut for a reason because they couldn't play when they actually had the opportunity. This team is filled with that all across the board, and there's no real development from the draft picks because they either traded them away or just outright cut them, and that's what it's coming down to. Yeah. Like it's a bad roster, man. Like why do you keep trotting out Harrison Smith ass for the past couple?
Man, dog, it's time to roll off of that, bro. Man.
It was time 2 years ago.
It was time 2 years ago.
You know, like it was time 2 years ago, and it's just like I just feel like everything we talked about for the past couple of seasons about that could go bad with this team is actually happening right in front of our eyes. The roster got old quick, no development, play calling looks bad, coaches getting out coached, and it's all happening in one season. That's why it's just like, hey, it's gonna be make or break for these guys, man.
No.
They're gonna have to get together or somebody getting fired.
So let me ask y'all both a quick question. I really want to know this. Like, we got the Lions, then we got the Ravens. Let's say the Lions and the Ravens both put up 30 plus on us, and we only scored 10 points. Will that be the straw that break the camel back for real?
Yes.
I'm being honest with you.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's gonna break the camel back for both. I gotta just say, man, we gotta make sure we keeping the same energy for B flow that we are for KOC.
I got enough for both of y'all with B flow.
Yeah, for sure. Because if teams are out here like it, we almost are able to now have a conversation of, does the league have B flow figured out?
They've been had him figured out. He just got lucky against lesser competition. That's
gonna break the back on some. I'm saying somebody should gonna break the back on.
Yeah, because the league, I feel like now the league seems like they got B flow figured out a little bit, and that's the thing. It's almost just like with players, right? You get this semi superstar player or whatever, these impact players, and it's like, all right, your window's open. You need to take advantage now and win. Same thing with these coaches. B flow brought that new scheme that was confusing people, right? And then now we have 3-4 years of film, so now it's old now. So now people are like, oh, I see what you're doing. And then you got to think, all these offensive coordinators, they talk in the off season, and oh yeah, the Vikings B flow. Oh yeah, they just do this, bro. All you got to do is just fucking quick pad, middle of the field, boom. You trust me, you'll expose them all day. And now the word's getting around. That's just what it is. So like the window was available the first couple of years when it was looking dominant, when it was like, all right, boom. On top of like D Woods talked about too, personnel has a lot to do with it. You got to have the right personnel to run that defense first and foremost. And we don't have it, bruh. Like we don't. We got a bunch of old guys out there. Like I just feel like we need more athleticism out there, man. When I watch Harrison Smith last night, man, and I love Harrison Smith. As a Vikings fan, this should break your heart because you have so much love for him and what he's done, but you're like, man, you are a liability now, bro. Now you're costing us. You know what I mean? And I would hate to have to talk bad about you because you are such a big part of this franchise and shit like that. And we're going to respect you and you're going to be in the, at least the Vikings Ring of Honor, should be in the Hall of Fame too. People can argue that. But goddamn it, in 2025, bro, you costing us now, dog. Yeah. Like you got to get up off the field, bro. Let's talk about your boy Theo Jackson.
Ass.
Theo Jackson, bro. Like this dude, you'll forget that he's even on the team, bro.
Yeah, bro. I believe they shouldn't have re-signed Cam Bynum at the end of the day, because even though Cam Bynum, he wasn't like the best safety, there was something that Cam Bynum brought to the sideline every Sunday or whenever they played. He had, enthusiasm for this team. And sometimes when you're trying to play money ball, you get rid of that. And if you look at Harrison Phillips was a captain for a reason, right? They don't have that. And like Mike brought up, I was telling Mike, earlier this morning, like the energy like on the sideline, bro, last night was dead. Bad. I wanted to get kicked out. Like I wanted to throw my popcorn and just hit somebody to see if they were alive, because they was on the sideline with their head down, not talking to coaches. Body language is bad, because it's like, this is where they at right now. They looking at the schedule and it's like, where we gonna get our next win from? Like how long is it gonna be?
Man, my biggest issue is the Minnesota Vikings have an offensive coordinator who is the head coach. And our offense ain't really been good since, for real. We don't dominate teams. What the fuck is they good at doing? They don't run the passing game like a roller coaster. And now the defense is bad. It really showing how bad the offense really is. Because you could blame injuries. The 49ers got a ton of people injured. Everybody dealing with injuries. But your team should not look this damn bad. And you've been here for 4 years. Like, what the fuck? The offense... When the last time the Minnesota Vikings offense carried the Vikings to a victory when the defense ain't play good?
Yeah. No, you got a point. I mean, there's just been no consistency, to be honest with you, when you think about it. It's almost like you got 1 week where it's like, okay, the offense was humming. And then it's like the next week, and then you got the next 2 weeks where it's just like, yo, what the heck, bro? What is this? Like, what the hell are we watching? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? He's predictable, bro. His offense is starting to become too predictable.
Like
The
Beeflo
shit
defense.
is like the shit. I remember with Mike Zimmer, we knew that it would be run, pass, run, pass. We knew that, right? That was the formula damn near all the time. It was sickening because you kind of just knew it was boring. You know what I mean? It's like playing Madden and running the same play over and over again. Like it's just like, yo, what the fuck
You
are
gonna
we
get
doing here, man? Yeah, like what are we doing here, bruh? Like, I mean, can we switch it up a little bit? And my thing was the reason, and what's crazy is that goes back to the hardball and KO thing, right? The reason why I was team KO was because I felt like coming out of a Sean McVay's offense, I know Sean McVay's innovative and he's willing to adapt and switch shit up and still be, come up with creative ways to be explosive. And I felt like Kevin O'Connell would carry that over to us to where I felt like Harbaugh, being a more of an old school coach, usually the old school coaches, they have their philosophies and that's it. That's it. That's where they're at. They're not willing to veer off of that. And that's why, and we were just coming off a Mike Zimmer mindset where I was like, well, I don't know if I want to deal with that again. I don't know if I want to deal with an older coach coming in again and saying, hey, it's my way or the highway. And I'm going to run my offense like a 1995 offense because that's what I came up on. And I still think it works because you do have a lot of older guys, older coaches who still believe that, hey, this is how we used to do it back in the day. And we won a lot of football games. This isn't back in the day, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be able to adapt. You got to be able to make sure you looking at the league and knowing how to do it. So that's why I was team KO. But I mean, look, man, it ain't looking like it was the right choice because boy, Harbaugh got them motherfucker balling.
We got Zimmer on offense.
Yeah,
that's what we got. That's what we got. We tried so hard to not get a coach to come in here to be one-sided.
Yeah,
and we got a coach in here that's one-sided. It's just the opposite side of the ball right now. Like I don't know what Kevin O'Connell can do, man. But he gonna have
how long? T-Bass had a point. How long do we think Justin Jefferson and them gonna hang around this shit?
When we talk about Jefferson, I think Jefferson's too nice, bro. I think he's too nice. I think Justin Jefferson can kind of fix some of these situations if he will actually speak up and start calling things out. Because I mean, he's seen it already. Like he was drafted by Zimmer, he was drafted by Spellman, and he hasn't won a playoff game yet. But at the same time, it's like he's the one.
He ain't win one yet.
He ain't got one playoff game win. No, he's been there twice, but they've lost. So I just feel like we always talk about the receivers being divas. This is why they divas, bro. Because he gotta say something, man. And if he keep having this, all right, we're gonna figure it out mentality, then Kevin O'Connell gonna keep doing the same things. He ain't gonna have that hot seat.
Then the crazy part is, y'all, like if you look at the Vikings, gonna have to redo their offensive line and defense line once again.
Yep.
And the damn secondary.
Well, they ain't got nobody on the secondary to
Brian Murphy, he gonna be around.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Bro, when you think about the secondary, that is so scary, man. Because think about our secondary, bro. Who the hell do we have? The only name I can think of is Nudie, bro, and that's kind of sad to think about. Like
DBs, bro.
Like who do we have coming up in the ranks? I talked about this last night. We have absolutely no. The cupboard is empty, bro. Like dead ass. Like our cupboards is empty. Straight up, we don't got shit. Like we are going into some dark years, boy. If we don't, and to be real, I don't know how they gonna figure it out. But I hope they do figure it out as a fan, shit, because I don't want to be going through this shit for the next 3-4 years.
Man, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you what God love, bro. This coaching staff and this gym, this shit gonna get worse before it get better. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because y'all can say he gonna turn it around. Man, we in year 4 of a coach that been here for 4 years, and he ain't developed not a damn soul on that damn offense.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So like,
neither on defense either.
No, but you can replace the defensive coordinator easy though. You like, but you know how the head coaches be. They be like, you know what I'm saying? It's just the point. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just mad because, like, bro, like, why? Like, he don't do the simple shit we need you to do. Run the football.
Yeah.
Like, why we want to run the football 7 times? Some shit like that.
We try to be too cute, bro.
It don't work.
He tries to manipulate the situation by scheming this and scheming that. And there comes a time in football where you can't scheme. You're just gonna have to run across somebody's face real quick and get it done. And he don't want to do that. He want to just he want to do it 3rd and 1. I'm gonna drop back and do a trick play. That trick play don't work. Now they got a punt. It's like you could have just ran the ball.
Yeah, that play right there is the play that set everybody off last night too. Like that play, and then you got second and goal. You got second and goal from the 15-yard line, and you run a halfback dive from the 15 fucking yard. Second and goal from the 15-yard. Like you automatically are just going into it saying, you know what, we're gonna be in 3rd and long.
Yeah.
And not just any 3rd and long. It's goal, so we have to score. We have to score a touchdown, something that I haven't seen my offense do in a long time. But I'm going to put them in that situation. That's what I'm going to do. He just isn't putting his team in the best situations, bro, to win football games. He really isn't.
And another thing is, man, we really ain't talking about, man. Like, man, the Vikings is fucking soft
because they don't.
The man coverage the Lions about to put next week on the Vikings, like they did last year, is going to work. They soft on offense. If you punch the Vikings in the mouth, it's over with. They gonna tuck their fucking tail. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
The Vikings, KLC need to go to the fucking Pac-12 in college because he played like a Pac-12 coach. The offense want to throw the ball all across the field. That's what they do in the Pac-12.
You got a point. Got a point.
So he ain't gonna have no job.
Yeah, he ain't gonna have no job.
Why?
Pac-12
they don't got the Pac-12. Yeah, they got rid of that shit.
Yeah, Pac-12 is gone.
He dead.
Yeah.
It's over with.
It's over.
I don't know, man. I be trying to be like y'all. Like I be trying to look. I don't know. I just like
the trying to be
like, bro.
Well, I'll say this though. You've always been on the side of. I respect that too. You've always been on the side of not really rocking with KO. Like you kind of seen the writing on the wall a long time ago. So for that, respect it. But again, I still think. And part of me still feels like there's time though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I just gotta be real right now. Like I'm not against criticizing this dude tonight and next week and the week after for the rest of this season. I'm with bashing the dudes, bro. I really am. I'm with all that shit. But what I will say is I also wouldn't be surprised if things turn around a little bit. You know what I mean? If things turn around a little bit, man, because I still have a little bit, for some reason, there's a part of me that just feels like there's some type of hope there with KO. And it all goes back to how many football games we've won. We haven't won the right ones, but like, I feel like as long as you can get there, man, you got to just figure out how to win the right games and shit. If you're good enough to at least win the games to get in the dance, then I mean, shit, at least there's an opportunity there. And I know we're gonna criticize them for being 0-2 in the playoffs and shit, but hey, if we can get there, let's get there, and then let's figure it out from there. I don't know, man. I just got a little bit of hope. I'm a little more optimistic tonight than y'all fellas for sure.
Yeah, no, ain't shit wrong. That's good though. Like I want to, because at the end of the day, I don't really want to start over, but I kind of do, because if you start over, that don't mean you taking a step back. Some people think that, but I want to see KLC succeed, because, like, I really think, like you said, he came under Sean McVay. Yeah, I know he got to have some sense in his fucking head on how to call the offense.
Yeah,
maybe Brian Flores, somebody need to take him to the locker room and do a 30-second with him to get them together or something. But something has to be done. Like, bro, you don't run the football enough. Everybody know you're gonna run the football probably about 3 times a quarter, probably about 8 times in the whole game, and you're gonna be past
like 7 times last night.
He don't give a fuck who the quarterback is. He's slanging that rock. He don't care.
Yeah,
I think it's ego, bro. Like I really think it's ego when it comes to like both sides of the ball. Like they have this mentality that they can get it done with whoever is brought to this team. Like I think the media, Kevin O'Connell, has been propped up to be this quarterback whisperer and him having these great offices and stuff like that. But he hasn't really been there to show us that he can have these great offense consistently. And I think it got into his head to where he's like, well, I can do this and I can do that. But at the end of the day, sometimes the league got the book on you. Like they know you predictable. They know where you vulnerable at,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like with the offensive line. It's like he doesn't know how to coach, like in certain situations. And it's crazy because when he first got the coaching job, he was always talking about being a situational master. And this is like, bro, you don't excel at situations to be a situational master. And I'm not saying like I'm losing hope for him, but it's only 32 teams in the NFL. He got to understand, like, if he flames out here, he might not ever get a head coaching job again. Because I told Zoe this, like, if you go back to all the coaches that the Vikings hired, they've been consistently hiring, first-time coaches. And the only first-time coach that got a second job after being fired from Minnesota was Dennis Green. Everybody else never got another head coaching job. And what does that say? Like, they were bad hires. Well, outside of Mike Zimmer, he just was a little older, but Kevin O'Connell got to figure it out, man, because the clock is ticking, man. You can't be the hot shot coordinator for too long before people figure you out and start busting your ass, which is actually happening right now.
And this is the thing, right, where it's catching up. Time is catching up to us when it comes to these draft picks and shit, man. I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. All right, if things don't turn around, I'll say this: it's either we're gonna turn it around a little bit, or we're about to be set back like 5-6 years. Like, this franchise is about to be set back like 5-6 years, because the drafts that this, and I won't even put it all on Quasey then, since we already had the conversation about all the collaboration. We just gonna say the Vikings organization. All right, if that's how the Wilfs want to call it, then we gonna call it that. Then shit, fuck it. The Vikings organization bombed 4 drafts in a row, because we could even talk about the one currently with Dallas Turner. All right, and JJ McCarthy, because we still haven't seen JJ McCarthy. I'm a JJ McCarthy truther, but the facts is, shit. We held that we kept the energy like this with Scene, didn't we? You know what I mean? We kept the energy like that with Lewis Scene when he was injured and couldn't be available. So, we got to keep the same energy regardless. It is what it is, man. We got to come on here and make sure we keeping the same energy for no matter what the player is, bro. Like, it's just, and then Dallas Turner, bro. I'm just saying, dog. Like, I know I've been seeing shit the past couple of weeks. Well, Dallas Turner looking decent out there. Where, bro? What the hell am I watching then, bro? I'm sorry, dog. Like, I don't understand, because when I think about a pass rusher, I'm thinking sacks. I'm thinking chasing motherfuckers down, sideline to sideline, tackling motherfuckers for loss, doing all that. What is Dallas Turner doing, bro? Because I just don't see it. To say that this is his second year and coming out of a school like Alabama, where these other motherfuckers that's coming out of Alabama on their first year are running around the field making plays, dog, every single week.
Brian Flores has him dropping back too many times, has him doing way too much and not being a prototypical pass rusher on the outside. That's on Brian Flores, bro. Dallas Turner will be, you like Ivan Pace, right, Rap? You like Ivan Pace. Ivan Pace was dope when he was blitzing from the inside. That's what Dallas Turner needs to be doing, because he has the body type to be in the inside where he can drop in coverage every now and then. But when he's playing the outside in the Flores defense, Flores wants to get too cute, dropping him back like 50% of the time, got him looping around guys to kind of, get it comes to the scheme, but like the scheme is not what he needs to be doing. Like, I know we always talk about Jared Verse and how he's able to be like hit the ground running, but he's a 4-3 DE. So he's not dropping back. I'm just telling you, Rap, when you really like look into it, you're gonna be like, damn, Brian Flores really got these guys playing out.
No, stop. Hey, man, you right, but stop doing that shit, though.
It's just I've been telling you the truth for the longest, man.
Hold on, wait a minute, because Zoe, you are a Brian Flores truther, right? You're a Brian Flores truther.
No. What it is, Rap? Like, he wanted to blame the defense for everything. Yes, they've been bad, but let's call the spade.
I've been offense too.
No, listen, not as much. Listen, this is supposed to be a fucking offensive-led team. If we lose the football games, it's supposed to be because of the defense, not the fucking offense. The defense is what it is. This offense is supposed to be down there 25, 30 points per game type shit. And we talking about the defense when this man that came in after another defensive hire, talking about, the defense. Talk about the offense. Giving up fucking punts, giving up interception, and the defense back on the field. So the defense getting tired. Then come third, fourth quarter, these motherfuckers tired because the offense only been on the field for 7 minutes through a whole football game.
I get that, but how many players are drafted on defense the past 3 seasons?
You're right.
Versus on offense.
You're right.
We drafted way more players on defense that hasn't succeeded, and that's a blame for Brian Flores.
Yes.
So
yes.
you said a lot of that, and I would just go back to Brian Flores was never what he was cracked up to be.
I would say this.
You don't want
D Woods, I didn't know you had that energy for Brian Flores. That ass.
He
though.
always
I didn't
talk
know
about
you
the
was
defense.
No, because I'm a defensive guy. Like I want to see my defense develop, right? Like I like nasty D linemen that's gonna punch you in the mouth. I like linebackers that's gonna come back down there and lay the hit. Like I want running backs to be looking like, all right, do I want to take this 3rd and 1, or should I just lay down? Because this dude gonna smack me in the mouth. I want DBs that's gonna be able to cover in man coverage. You get what I'm saying? Jam a guy, grab a helmet. You get what I'm saying? Like this defense ain't doing that. They play too cute and they play zone a lot of the times, and it gets exposed. And they a bunch of old guys on the last leg running around. That's what it is to me.
I feel you, bro. But at the end of the day, D Woods and Rap, I would not be mad that they fired Brian Flores. But once they fired Brian Flores, right, it's gonna be the same problem because the offense ain't shit.
They're gonna fire Brian Flores, and they're gonna bring my guy Aaron Glenn in after he get fired with the Jets, and the defense gonna be nasty like I like.
The offense only average 13 points per game.
It ain't gonna matter because it's gonna be a real shutdown defense.
Come on, man. See, he just
but I think also too though, like I want to we can, because we can have this conversation right when it comes to this defense, like especially in 2025, and then like for example bringing in an Aaron Glenn, which I wouldn't be opposed to if Brian Flores gets a head coaching job or whatever the case may be, or we let him go, whatever, right?
Addition by subtraction.
Yeah, but my thing is it really the coaching at this point for the Minnesota Vikings, or is it the personnel? Because you can make an argument like, because if we, like for example, right, we bring in Aaron Glenn. Can Aaron Glenn make it work with what we have right now?
Yes.
That's the real question.
Yes.
Because he smashed us last year with third stringers.
Yes, he would. He would make it work.
Let's just be real. He whooped us last year, and they didn't have Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
They was on like their third safety, their third DB, and they still got it done. Look at what he did with Anzalone and Jack Campbell. Who the hell are they? Who the hell are those guys? Yeah. Those guys are not household names. But we brought in Brian Flores because he was over there with Belichick, with Belichick's defense. Let's be real. It was Belichick's defense, and you never really heard shit from Miami when he was there as a head coach. That defense wasn't that great either. He just had a great scheme. It's time for Flores to go.
I agree with you, but
so you guys believe, real quick before you continue that, real quick, Zoe, you guys believe that Aaron Glenn is a better, I know you do, D Woods, but you believe Aaron Glenn's a better defensive coordinator than Brian Flores?
Yes,
hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Light years away.
I don't know, boy.
So why the fuck? So why? Well, to be honest, now that I think about it, his Jets defense actually has played pretty good the past couple weeks. Yeah. They've been losing like 13-12 and shit. Like their defense, their defense has actually been holding it. Yeah.
And Rap, guess what, Rap?
You got a point.
And guess what, Rap? By you saying New York Jets and how the defense playing good, right?
Yeah.
We get Aaron Glenn here, it's gonna be the same shit because our offense like the New York Jets offense. It's gonna be the same.
We got better players on offense, man. Kevin O'Connell could be better, hopefully. If he the coach. If he the coach next year. I don't know, man. I don't know.
So like if you have from a scale or percentage wise, right? What are your guys' chances of thinking Kevin O'Connell could be fired? Like where are you sitting at right now tonight?
70%. 70% because
now he will get fired.
He will be on the hot seat going into next season, and he's going to have to make changes on his coaches because that's how GMs work. Like GMs don't normally fire coaches that's been there like off the top when they start to get be a bad team. They'll tell you, hey, change this, and give you the opportunity. I think he's going to have to change a couple of things on the coaching staff, starting with Brian Flores. And maybe
you think Brian Flores got to be the first person out, huh?
Because he's going to be the scapegoat.
Yeah. I'm going to start with this offensive line, man.
Yes, Chris Cooper.
I'm going to start with Chris Cooper, bro.
Yes.
I'm going to start with Chris Cooper, man.
You start with Chris Cooper, he might have to blow up that whole offensive staff if you think about it.
not the receiver
I think
coach.
Cardell's been around.
McCown, I like McCown.
Nah, man.
I don't know, man. McCown rubbed me the wrong way last night, bro. Like,
might have
to
to see him and Carson Wentz over there
Smiling.
laughing. Them boy been joking all night. You down 21-3. What the fuck is funny? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is funny? Y'all over there telling jokes, and the camera panned on them too. They must have forgot that there's cameras all around the stadium, and it like literally showing them over there bullshitting while we down 21-3. I'm just curious on what is funny, bruh. Like, that's my thing, man. Is Carson? That's why I don't like having quarterbacks like Carson Wentz, because they don't owe us shit and they really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. They really don't.
All right, let me tell y'all this though, right? What I saw last night though, too, and this made me believe in McCarthy a whole lot more, right? Like, he suited up. He wasn't. We know he couldn't play, right? So when it got bad, you can see him, like, he went to JJ, like, in his ear, like, I'm not saying I knew what he was saying, but he went to like a lot of the pillars on this team and was like having conversations with dudes, right? Like I think it would have been different. Like, if he would have been able to play, he would have been that rah. We got to get into this game. We gonna do it, like hyping the team up. Like, nobody was really doing that, but McCarthy was like the only one that was just like, in everybody's ear, like just like checking the temperature, and that was just like, that's leadership right there, man. Like you can't teach that. That's leadership. That's leadership.
No, you got a point, bro. And like he has that personality that and the players have touched on that. Like, he has that personality to get players up. Like, even when you think about the mic'd up for the Bears game when we were down and out, and he went up to Justin Jefferson and said, "Bro, don't give up on me, bro." Like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, he a soldier, bro. He a rider. He not giving up, bro. He talking the right way. When you look at Carson Wentz go sit on that bench last night, man, I mean, giving up vibes, bro. This man gave up after the first drive, bro. You saw the first throw Carson Wentz had. Shout out Papa Gary. Papa Gary touched on that last night when he texted me about it. And like, bro, did you see the first throw from Carson Wentz? The easiest fucking throw in the NFL, bro. Your running back is just running. All he is doing is running a regular route to the out, just running a regular flat route out there, and you fucking throw it behind him. How you do that? How you do that?
Because you Carson Wentz, you've been on 16 for 6 years, and you ain't that good.
But see, that's why I go back to KOC. Yeah. You should have played Max against the Chargers. Like, people gonna say he a UFDA, he ain't ready. Brock Purdy with a 7-round quarterback. And when Trey Lance ass went down, he got in the lineup and ain't looked back. You never know what you got.
Garoppolo went down too. Yeah. And Garoppolo went down that year too.
Yeah, Garoppolo went down.
On a third string quarterback, and he actually came in there and excelled. But please, hey, Joe, please don't do this again. Please stop comparing Kevin O'Connell and and Kyle Shanahan. Don't do that no more.
Yeah.
don't do that no more. Don't put them in the same situation because we know what's up. Kevin O'Connell one did that. We know he wouldn't.
But let me say this, D Woods, and let me say that. Go ahead, Zoe. Matter of fact, go ahead before, because you might.
Go ahead. No, because he tripping. But go ahead.
No, what were you about to? Okay, because you might have said something that was going to lead into what I was going to say. I wanted to make sure because being that. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you about to say.
Because what I was gonna say, like, comparing the 49ers and Vikings, Shanahan and thing, when we talk about Max, right, going into like just tying all this together, I touched on this on, I think, maybe 2 shows ago, where we were like, this situation, tell me this shit don't feel like the same exact situation as the 49ers, though. Not comparing KOC to Shanahan, but just the whole quarterback situation where you have a quarterback that was picked up high, meaning our JJ McCarthy would be the 49ers Trey Lance, right? Mm-hmm. And then we also have our Max Brosmer, which would be their Brock Purdy. Trey Lance wasn't the guy, all right, but they invested the third pick with this dude, and then all of a sudden Brock Purdy comes in and blows and shows out. Last night could have been the opportunity. It could have been the opportunity. But see, like, I truly believe, I'm not big on the conspiracy theories and shit with the NFL and all that, but I do believe some politics do play. And the fact that you did not give Max Brosmer a chance to play, because regardless of what he does in practice, bro, this is the truth. You have players that are good in practice and suck in games, and you have vice versa. For example, JJ McCarthy, as far as practice goes, seems amazing. Like every time you hear about practice, he was out there doing this, that, and the third. You know, he might have had a couple bad practices, but for the most part, you hear great things about JJ coming out of practice, right? Some players just don't practice good, bro. Like for real. You know what I mean? Some players just don't practice good, but they play good when they're in the heat of the moment. They're in the game, the pressure. They like it. They that's where they excel. Max Brosmer had an opportunity to do that last night, and Kevin O'Connell sat on his hands, bruh. Sat on his hands. Another thing too, D Woods, is we talk about this would piss me off with Kevin O'Connell too, because I respect transparency from the head coach, and I know they got to beat around the bush somewhat because you can't give away the sauce, and you kind of got to keep other teams guessing. What all that extra bullshit, right? But my problem is this: you get on here all week and you tell us as a fan base, because I take it personal, because when we watch his press conferences, I take it as you talking to me. All right. When I take 20 minutes out of my time to let me watch this press conference and see what you about to tell us. Shout out to the beat writers that ask the questions, but I take it as you're talking to me, bro. And you tell me that you want to make sure so and so is 100% healthy. You don't want to put players out there if they're not healthy, but then you see Carson Wentz out there beat the hell up last night, bro. From the second drive, he should have came out of that game. Not only did he hurt his hand, he was holding his hand like for 3 drives, because his hand was hurting from hitting it on a helmet, but his shoulder was killing him. Then he hit his elbow. I mean, this dude was useless, bruh. Useless. You was better off putting Cam Akers out there to play quarterback. And you refuse to put Max Brosmer in and give that dude an opportunity. How worse could it be, bro? How much worse could it be?
That
And that's why I feel like he lost the locker room, because just like you said, with him, putting Wentz out there, knowing damn well he's hurt, mentally hurt, physically broken, right? And then we got to talk about how he's been treating Darisaw, right? Darisaw sitting up, he played too early, and now he's in and out the lineup. Then you have Brian O'Neill, who's on the MCL sprain. He shouldn't have played last week against the Eagles, but coaching staff kind of forced him to play. I think that's where the divide happens in the locker room, because it's like you got Golden Boy over here and McCarthy to where he might be 85, 90% ready to go. But you're telling us, he's not going to play because he's not 100. But you got the other guys out there who are needed, also, and you're forcing them to play. And we know Wentz is out there getting hurt too. It's like, that's a divide, man. I can see it to where it's like, bro, like, what are you doing with these injuries, man? You're not being consistent across the board.
You're not.
And to talk about the 49ers, it's weird that Trey Lance went out for the Niners on a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, you're right. Same exact injury. No, think about this too, D Woods. If you remember, the first year he hurt his knee.
Yeah.
And then he had the high ankle sprain. So like the injuries are fucking exactly the same, bro. That's why I'm comparing the situation.
Yeah.
Because you want to talk about that shit's scary how close the situation is, bro.
It's the same, man.
The same.
But can I ask y'all this question though? Like, I said this last week and I was confused. Like, we all knew JJ was going to start against the Lions next week, right?
Yeah.
And he been out for what, down there a month or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
But I feel like he should have played against the Chargers to get his feet wet. Now he about to go against an aggressive defense that play man-to-man and cover 2 and on the other. I don't know what the fuck they do on defense. Defense is crazy. But for him to get his feet wet against the Lions after missing 5 or plus games, it's kind of crazy to me.
It's too much pressure on him. It puts too much pressure on him, especially where the team is at right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much pressure for him to win. I don't want him to
play. He should have played against the Chargers to get his feet wet.
He shouldn't have played. Like, in reality, I know hindsight is 2020. Like, I just really feel like he shouldn't have played a long time ago, as soon as he was like 80%. Because when are you going to able to see what that ankle going to do after a game? We know swelling gonna go up, but let's just say they do wait and they play him, against the Lions. We don't know if he's gonna actually finish that game healthy, and be able to practice next week. Like, we don't know.
Yeah. My thing is this: can we just make let's just make an agreement right now, man, before we even go into this Lions game between us brothers up here tonight. Is we don't need. Let's just say this: I don't think we need to expect JJ McCarthy to put the team on his back. I think that's unfair to even go into a game thinking that. And then, yes, the situation probably isn't the best going up against the Lions, like you said, Zoe. But I'm also on the side of it don't matter, bruh. Play who's in front of you. Like, because this guy has to learn. This might actually be a blessing in disguise. Going out there and playing against the best. Because I'm gonna tell you what happened. Let's just say that JJ goes out there and he balls the hell out. Because the people that believe in JJ, right? We believe like, hey, look, man, hey, don't be surprised if he goes out there and the dog come out of him and he just has one of them games where he's on. We've seen it, Zoe, being Michigan fans. You know, we've seen JJ just out of nowhere have a game where he just ain't missing, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
for real. I know they say, oh, he hand the ball off, but that's just because the people that say that, they just don't, they're either not Michigan fans, they don't watch that football, so they just kind of see and hear what the talking heads are saying. But if you're a Michigan fan and you watch JJ, you know at any given moment, bro, if he locked in, bro, the defense in trouble. That's a fact. Like, for real. And this could be the case Sunday. I'm not saying, I mean, the chances are probably slim, but it could happen though, is what I'm saying. And if it does happen, we gonna be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But let's not go into the week thinking that he got to carry the team, bro. I just think that's realistic.
I just don't want him to be in that situation to where it's like you're looking at the standings, you 4-3. If you drop, you know, I mean 3-4.
3
you
and
know,
4,
my bad. Like if you drop another game, you 3-5. Like I don't want him in the press, man. I just feel like that's how quarterbacks can be broken so fast. Is where they gotta come in there and they got these unfair expectations. And I just feel like that's what Kevin O'Connell has done to this team, to where now you saying all the right things in the media about McCarthy actually playing next week when you should have been doing that weeks ahead of time. It's just unfair, man. Yeah. It's really unfair. Like I don't want to see this kid be broken too early to the point of where he can't play.
It ain't that though with me, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. It's like I could see us going against the Lions and running the football 9 times. I'm not lying to y'all. And JJ gonna be back there dropping back about 30 times against the Lions team. No type of balance or nothing. He done missed all type of games. He already damn near a rookie. He gonna drop back about 30 plus. We only gonna have about 9 rushes with Aaron Jones. Mason might get 1 or 2 carries, but it's the play calling for me. It's not JJ, it's the play calling. I don't like I told y'all, like I made a video a year ago. I'm gonna upload it, but I did it. I don't trust KOC with a rookie quarterback. I'm not lying to y'all.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
Hey, I can feel you on that. This is my thing, man, with some people like Nugget. He said he's a Michigan fan and he's seen hand the ball off 27 straight times, which is true. You know, it's all game plan based, right? But this is the thing. How long do you believe the list is of college quarterbacks that threw for fucking 40,000 yards in their college career, broke all type of passing yard records? They threw the ball a lot. They threw it a lot, right? It doesn't mean that you're a better quarterback in the NFL. That's all I'm saying, right? It's all about scheme and the type of player you have. There's a lot of quarterbacks that threw the ball. If people were to go out and just judge off, well, this guy's better because he threw the ball a lot more. It don't matter. It don't matter that JJ didn't throw the ball. He's been playing quarterback his whole life. You don't think he knows how to throw a football? Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Regardless if he handed the ball off a lot. And this is another thing too. You could throw the ball as much as you want in college, but you also got to understand that sometimes you're going up against 2-star recruits. You're going up against guys that are going to be finance guys at the end of the season. You know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't really matter, bruh. You got to be able to do it in the NFL, and there's guys that can do it, and there's guys that can't. We don't know yet with JJ, but all I was saying is don't be surprised because of how he carries himself, and I've seen him do it against top defenses like Alabama. I saw Delton put that, Alabama, and other top defenses that he's chewed up, Ohio State. Like, bro can play, man. Like, straight up. Let's not act like bro can't throw a football, bruh. Like, that's what I don't get, man, when we have these conversations.
No, what you talking about? He wasn't injury prone at Michigan, bro. I don't know what you talking about.
He ain't never get injured.
He only had 2 injuries, man.
Hold on, Nugget. You say you a Michigan fan?
That's what he say, man. I don't know. He was never. And first off, let me say this: when JJ handed the ball off 27 times in a row, It was because Michigan knew they could not block. I think it was Michael Parsons at Penn State. Whoever it was, they knew they couldn't block that defensive end, and he fucked up all the passing plays. But Michigan knew they could run the ball on him, so they ran the ball on him. That's why he ran the ball. I mean, he had the ball all 27 times.
Yeah, and this is another thing. Like, I hate when we talk about that because there has to also be some more context added to that. Zoe, right? It's just like the national championship game, right? You have running backs that are getting from the start of the game, they are fucking running for 10 yards a clip. Every time they touch the ball, they're running for 10 yards, right? You notice that shit is continuing even into the second drive, the third drive, the fourth drive. You realize that, okay, this team cannot stop us. Why the fuck? Why would you want to sit back and say, you know what, though? Let's throw the ball. You know what I mean? Like, I know both my running backs have 150 yards on the ground, but just to make everybody happy, we're gonna throw the ball. Bro, it's all about game planning. If a team cannot stop you, run the ball. Something that we wish the Vikings would do. If you hand the ball off to Aaron Jones and you hand the ball off to Jordan Mason, I can be the biggest JJ fan. But if those guys are out there gashing the defense, do you think just because I'm a JJ fan, I'm going to say, oh, well, Kevin O'Connor, you need to make sure JJ at least gets 20 throws tonight. You know what I mean? So that I can hype him up. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what wins the game. The thing is, JJ was there and he won games when he needed to win games. He made important throws when he needed to make important throws. And the third down, the money down in the NFL is what's really important. And there was no quarterback in college football better than our boy JJ McCarthy. That is a fact.
Yeah, bro.
Let's go, man.
Yeah. And if we want to talk about injury prone, though, and I've been saying this to a lot of people online, and they don't want to have this conversation. What's going on with Jaden Daniels? He's been in and out the lineup all season, and he came into the NFL basically with people saying that his body wasn't going to ever hold up, and now we're seeing it. But y'all don't want to have that conversation about these other guys out there, but y'all want to keep doubling back to JJ McCarthy when he had the option last year to have the meniscus surgery to where he can basically be better next year and not have to worry about it, because he could have just had the tear where they cut it and he can come back in 6 weeks. Well, 6 months basically. But he didn't want to do that. He basically said, you know what, I'm going to just call it a year and come on back. And it's a high ankle sprain. Y'all acting like y'all ain't never been drunk and tripped off the porch before and hurt your ankle. Let's be real. Let's be real. We all done it.
It ain't that D Woods. I just think the Vikings fans, well, me personally, I seen you miss the whole season last year. Now this year you're dealing with a high ankle sprain. You done missed 5 games. What happened if 2 weeks from now you get another high ankle sprain? Now
then we got to jump off the train. We got to jump off. I'm here to jump off the train at that point.
You draft the quarterback next year, or you sign.
I'm with that. I'm with that, Zoe.
Yeah,
I said that.
That's what you gotta do.
I don't play.
It's a tough I don't play that. That's what it had to be.
Yeah, I don't play like the injury shit. Like JJ, to me, he should have came back against the fucking Eagles games for real.
And the thing is, we know he doesn't have a history of being injured. What's crazy is we were talking about Michael Penix going into that draft process, saying how much injuries that motherfucker got, and that motherfucker ain't been injured yet. That boy been available every game. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, now our quarterback, I think we jinxed our damn self talking about that. Shout out Nugget though, man. I be seeing you on Zoe thing, man. I'm not coming at you, Nugget. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking in general terms as far as like JJ, because it's more of the Vikings community that, you know, you do have some Vikings fans that always talk about JJ hand the ball off. I mean, handing the ball off is part of football, man. Hell, you talking about? That's something we want our team to do. Shit, more. Matter of fact.
But you know what crazy? Harbaugh is trying to turn Justin Herbert into JJ McCarthy in college.
But they winning games.
But when Herbert got the chance to throw the football, he just a train wreck with that motherfucker.
But I will say, I think Herbert definitely, as far as a passer of the football, is better than JJ. You know, for sure. Especially at this time in his career. At this stage, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like,
I feel you though. But all I'm saying is he don't want Justin Herbert throwing the football a lot. He want to run more than pass.
Yeah, he a running coach.
He believes in controlling the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he all about clock management and defense.
Yeah, that's what he's about, man. Like Kevin O'Connell not about that. When you pass the ball so many times and when you have a lead, you give the defense the option of picking it off and actually getting back into the game. Yeah. That's Kevin O'Connell. Like, he does that all the time.
Yeah, man. Somebody said, I told you, Rap. I heard whispers Brosmer maybe better or has looked better than JJ McCarthy so far. And then look, and me and my Skol Mafia, we talked about this behind the scenes. Is first of all, there's a couple things about Brosmer. Well, really just one thing in particular that I like over JJ McCarthy, and I like Brosmer's throwing motion, like his release. I think his release is a little more is better than JJ's. JJ to me. That's something that I do believe he may have to work on is his base, how he swings his leg. And these are probably things that KOC looked at and said, hey, these are things that we got to work on when he always says mechanics is that. And it's kind of a long release too, which I'm not really a fan of with JJ. I think he's going to have to work on that as his career continues. Brosmer has an elite release, bro. Like for real. Like that's one thing for sure. But I don't, for some reason, I can't buy the hype right now that Brosmer is better than JJ, but I wouldn't be surprised if Brosmer gets a chance and he comes in and looks good. Like, and I'm with that. That's the thing, man. I think all of us on this platform right now are like, bro, even though we like JJ McCarthy and we've been supporting him and hyping the boy up, like, dog, if Brosmer's better, put the man in there and shit, let's win. I'm ready to win. You feel me? To be honest with you, I really don't care who the quarterback is as long as he's a quarterback that can take control of this team and win us the game that we want to win. And that is the Super Bowl and some playoff games. We knew Kirk couldn't do that. Sam Darnold, hey, D Woods, you were on the Sam train, right? From the beginning.
But I knew it was only a year. I knew what it was.
Yeah, on the Sam train you was on the Sam train and I wasn't at the beginning. And you know what? Like, hey, Sam did his thing for the most part. He crumbled. I say this. Sam pretty much did exactly what Kirk Cousins did, though. It was the same type of situation. Like, you crumbled when it mattered the most. And that's something that we we're looking for the quarterback that can overcome that adversity. That's what we need.
But Rapid D Woods, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I said this shit the other day. If Sam Darnold take the Seattle Seahawks to the playoff and win the playoff game, that's another indictment on KOC. Because when Sam was here, the offense was a train wreck in the playoffs. Yeah. And we blame Sam Darnold.
Yeah. But look at Sam Darnold's coordinator.
Huh?
Look at Sam Darnold's offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he actually got a real offensive coordinator.
Got Clint, bro. Clint's legit.
Which we had Clint. We had Clint at one point.
We had him.
But we had him at his young stages though, where he was still young. Yeah.
Now
he got fired fast.
Yeah,
said, "Get the fuck out of here."
He was. We got Clint when he was damn near an intern. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, motherfucker ain't know what he was doing.
Yeah, but all I'm saying though, if he go to Seattle and win this playoff game this year, that's another indictment on why KOC ass need to be gone. Because when Sam was here, the offense only scored 9 points and it was a train wreck. And back-to-back dinner playoff games for real.
Yeah.
Now he go to Seattle. He looked like a fucking all-pro quarterback.
He looked like the number 3.
He looked good. He looked like number 3 pick in the draft.
Yeah, which he was.
And think about this. What makes it even better is he's not even getting market value.
No.
Think about this, bro. Brock Purdy is making damn near 25 more million than this dude per year.
Hey, I was telling Zoe this morning, right? And I was just like, maybe, it was a mistake, not giving these guys these big contracts because it kept them honest of not overspending and taking these whiffs in free agency. Like if you sign Sam Darnold to that, let's say 30 million, whatever, you can't go get Jonathan Allen. You can't get Javon Hargrave. You can't get Will Fries. You're gonna have to get one, two, or the other, and it could have it would have kept this team basically playing honest. I just feel like this was the first time, the Vikings in a long time were able to have a good time in free agency. And they just was like, we spending money everywhere.
The Vikings showed me with that move.
Yeah.
That like a motherfucker from the hood get $1 million. He ain't gonna know how to act.
He ain't gonna know how to act. He gonna blow through it. He gonna blow through it. Because when you ain't never had shit and you get some money, he gonna blow through it.
They just spend a lot of money. Oh, we gonna fix this. Oh, we don't need this guy. We gonna trade this. And now we're in the season. It's just like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have did that. And they can't get off of it.
And this is my thing too, though, that pisses me off though with Quasi that's becoming a trend is why do you go after guys coming off of injuries though? Like coming off of bad injuries, I think, and we're starting to see that because Van Ginkel's one of them, right?
They
We got to
cheap.
keep it real. Van Ginkel's good, but like you gotta kind of pay a consequence by going after these players because you're gonna miss them for a good majority of the season, crucial times
Yeah,
of the season,
right.
which isn't smart in my opinion, bro.
That's why
That's
you
why
got
the draft is important.
yeah, you got to develop on the back end
So
because
D Woods in
yeah.
rap. So let me ask y'all this. This past free agency, we draft all the players.
F,
Who really fucking hit?
What do you mean? Hold on. You
Isaiah
said this
Rodgers?
past free agency. Oh, you mean
yeah,
like
Who hit?
really hit?
I mean shit, none of it really. Isaiah Rodgers is probably the best out of all of them. But I'm
The
gonna tell this: Isaiah Rodgers, and I was telling Purple Papa this because he was hyping up Isaiah Rodgers is watch he Deion Sanders. I'm telling you, right? And I'm like,
He said he's Deion Sanders.
bro, he
No, I
said he's
wouldn't go that
Deion
far. He was
Sanders,
nice.
bro. I was like, yo,
Nah.
whoa, wait a minute.
He like
You
the
know what
slot
I mean? You
corner,
running
though.
out.
Yeah, he's the slot corner.
Yes,
what he
but my thing is this, and shout out to Isaiah Rodgers, right? Because I think he's a decent player, and he had that one game. I just told him what I don't want to do is week 17 talk about week 3. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm
Right.
saying. Like I want to see some consistency and being able to. We need players that can go out there and be dogs week in and week out. I'm sick of these 1 or 2 games in a year they do something special and then we think that they're the guy. Now I will say Isaiah Rodgers numbers wise though, I think he's been playing pretty decent though when it comes to receivers. But a lot of it has to do with teams not really having to throw that much on us because they gashing us on the ground. You got Gainwell getting over 100 yards. I mean, you got running backs running. These motherfuckers, they ain't gotta play no coverage because the teams are like, why we gotta throw on them? We just run it.
Run it.
We just run it on them. These dudes can't stop the run. Like for real.
Yeah.
So, you gotta put that into context. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, man. It just
But like Zoe, like the signings though, man. I'm just gonna be real with you, man. Like they ain't looking too good, man. It's like both sides of the ball, all 4 linemen, like Hargrave and Allen, they getting pushed around in the run game. They looking like suckers.
Right.
You got Will Fries. He ain't really playing up to his contract. We don't even know if Ryan Kelly ever gonna be back. Like he's scheduled to come back after the short time RR, but if he get another concussion, he basically Tua Tagovailoa. Like we don't.
He already Tua Tagovailoa because he suffered concussion. I think a couple in Indiana in Indianapolis.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like they look good on paper when we was talking about it.
Yeah.
But when the actual bullets is flying, they not panning out, and that's why it goes back to what me and Rap was saying about the draft and in that development. That's why you got to have guys on the back end, and you got to be patient, with the development of guys because you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Think about it, Zoe. You always talk shit about Garrett Bradbury, right? You hate Garrett Bradbury. Garrett Bradbury used to get pushed around, but Garrett Bradbury never missed any games.
Yeah.
Remember
he was hurt in I remember we did miss him. We missed him like 2 years ago where he was hurt for a little while with that back.
He had no concussion issues.
Right.
But I'm happy
he was available for the most part.
Yeah,
I'm happy that he was. Because guess what? Bradbury and Ed Ingram and playing good right now at their new location.
And Ezra Cleveland.
Don't forget Ezra Cleveland.
Where he at?
He's in Jacksonville.
I said they would. I said it was Kevin O'Connell's long developing plays down the field, and now either the long developing plays are making the offensive line look bad, but now they're getting linemen hurt. And this is why they're getting linemen hurt. You can't sit up there and hold 200-pound, 300-pound D lineman or a linebacker running at you for 7 seconds the whole game before your knees and your ankles start to break out. So that's why Darius saw them having these severe knee injuries because they gotta hold their blocks too long, bro. And that's Kevin O'Connell because now you're getting guys hurt because you can't call short plays or you can't run the ball more. You got these long developing plays like you dropping back 40 times a game, and now you got guys' knees getting cracked or ankles. It's like it's bad all the way around, man. It's really
which D Woods is confusing, right? Because if you think about our players that we have, I'm sure most people in the chat gonna agree with this. You think about it, Justin Jefferson. Yes, he can do all the downfield, contested catches. But wouldn't you want to see this motherfucker in some open field, like, quick passing and be able to make things
I mean,
happen? Jordan Addison, same way. Wouldn't you want
yeah,
him to get the ball at 5 yards and then be able to break it for a 50-yard game because he's juking people and being in the open field? Like, wouldn't you want that? You don't have to just throw the ball 50 yards for him to get the 50 yards. You could throw it 5 and he still can get the 50. You got to scheme plays like that. Like, let's get these players. We have playmakers, man, and I'll even say Jalen Naylor.
yeah, he's quick too.
Like,
Kevin
bro,
O'Connell missed that day. That's extension of the run. He missed that day.
yeah, like extension of the run game, man. Like, why are you allergic to quick pass game, bro? Like, and I'm saying stick with it too. Like, stick with it. Cause like even with the game, the Eagles game, right? You run the ball a couple times. We wind up, it doesn't look like it was supposed to look. But then you come on your press conference and you tell us that, well, we tried to run the ball, bro. That you did not try to run the ball, bruh. Like, quit lying to us, man. Like, you did not try, bro. That is not trying.
You
Straight
tried
up.
okay.
Like
Yeah, man.
that's the shit that's irritating me with Kevin O'Connell is he sits there and blatantly lies and acts like we ain't watched the damn game. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you do know we were watching the game, right? Like, you do know that we saw that you just because Jordan Mason got tackled behind the line of scrimmage one time, you felt like that's your definition of see, we tried. At least I tried it. It wasn't working. Bro, you gotta keep doing it, bro.
That's the thing about the run, like running the ball. Like running backs need to be able to build some kind of rhythm. They gotta keep going. Like Barry Sanders, for example. Barry Sanders had a lot of times where he was always like negative yards, but you knew he was gonna bust one. Adrian Peterson was like the same way.
Yeah,
So
he was the same way. AP was the same way.
Gotta keep feeding them. And
Gotta
Kevin
feed
O'Connell
him, bro.
just be like, up, that's
one
it.
tackle for loss. Up. No, that's it. I told y'all it wouldn't work. Gotta go.
Like,
Gotta throw it now. Gotta throw it 35 times now. Sorry, I tried.
You can't do that. And that's just what I'm saying. Like, there's no real like veteran leadership when it comes to the coaching staff. Like, majority of the time what coaches do when they get a first-time job is they have some kind of senior advisor that kind of like help them out.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell doesn't have that. He just got a lot of his homeboys out there running this offense and running the defense to where there's no I'm not saying that there's no accountability, on both sides, but
Yeah.
if we keep dealing with the same situations that we've been dealing with the past 3-4 seasons, it's like, well, what are y'all meetings like?
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all talking about in meetings? Like, are y'all just in meetings asking about what y'all gonna eat tomorrow, or are y'all talking about fixing this team, or is Justin Jefferson that great to where he is the eraser where you're just gonna throw it up to these receivers and they're gonna erase everything? Like,
yeah, bro, we sat and watched Kevin O'Connell at the Florida, the Florida every year where all the coaches and GMs go, and Kevin O'Connell did an interview, and this interview I'm gonna remember, bro, because he did this the year before too, where he came on and specifically said, you know what, in 2025 we taking it back to old school football. We are going to run the ball. We are going to be aggressive at the line of scrimmage. We are going to do this. Sold us. Pipe dreams, dog. Like, for real, literally told us that. And guess what? Vikings fans, including myself, we believed them. But I got to say, I stood on the outside and said, bro, hey, be careful what y'all listening to, because I'm going to tell you, he told us this the year before. People were like, nah, but we went out and got Jordan Mason, though. Like, trust me, he's going to be intentional this year, bro. I'm telling you, the man is a former quarterback. He doesn't have an offensive coordinator to influence him and say, hey, look, we need to run the ball this game. Like, we need to do this. His mind automatically, naturally, because he's a quarterback, naturally, he thinks pass, man. Naturally, that's just what it is.
And rap, he gonna be fired. If he keep doing it, man.
I just want to know, like, when people gonna take him for what he is, though.
They not because a lot of people are infatuated by stats and they're infatuated by hollow wins
and wins. Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. Like, it comes like we had the conversation earlier this season, Zoe, and we was talking about ain't no excuses. We don't care if Kevin O'Connell with this team slips, falls, and gets to the playoffs. As long as they win one playoff win, they are actually going in the right direction because he's basically 0-2 in the playoff. We didn't care if they was a number 7 wild card. As long as they went to the playoffs and actually won a game, like that's the expectations to where it should be. But you got a lot of the fan base out there to where it's just like, how can we get rid of a guy when we won 14 games, where we won 13 games? Look at this and look at that. And it's just like, nah, bro, like the goal is winning a Super Bowl. That's the goal. Like we're not trying to win in the regular season, man. Like we need to win a Super Bowl. In order to do that, you got to get to the playoffs and actually win a game. I'm not saying we're gonna win a Super Bowl this year, but I'm saying you got to make the progression to actually get in there, get into the dance and winning one. Like you can't keep being 0-3 in the playoffs and when the shit counts.
It just
boy, you talking about with Adam Thielen, bro. Like, no, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Adam Thielen was gonna be. I thought Adam Thielen. I thought it was a good signing. Because I thought. Listen, when my thinking about the Adam Thielen signing, right, was what is it gonna hurt, right? Like he's a veteran. He's gonna come in. He's gonna be really great on third downs and shit like that, where he can be a possession wide receiver because we know he has hands. One thing we can say about Adam Thielen is he catches the ball. This year, bro, I don't know what the hell happened to Adam Thielen.
He can't get on the field. He can't get on the field.
But we barely see him. Yeah, we don't see him like that.
He made a good catch against the Eagles though last week.
Yeah, one catch. Yeah, one catch against the Eagles.
That's cool, but he ain't gonna be. And that's what the thing that we had to think about too when it came to Adam Thielen. He's already at the end of his career, where he can give you. He ain't gonna give you Adam Thielen of 2019. He ain't gonna give you that. You got guys ahead of him that are better than him. Like he's
at the
not,
moment.
At the moment, like Jalen Naylor is a better receiver than him right now because he can do more things. Like
more athletic and shit.
Yeah. When it comes to that possession type thing through the middle of the field, Adam Thielen can get it done, but we can't get to that point because we behind all the time.
Yeah, we always playing from behind and going through bullshit. We trying to figure out how to even get a first down half the damn time.
Yeah, we ain't got enough possessions to get him out there.
I'm telling you. So and that's a good point, D Wood. That's exactly what it is. And it's the thing. We still have a long season ahead of us. And I'm not saying that Adam Thielen's gonna just come out of nowhere and start balling out or by any means. And even when we picked up Adam Thielen, I never said that he was gonna come and be 1,000-yard wide receiver or nothing either. I said he would specifically be a third down and red zone receiver for us. He would be a red zone threat because he's good at spacing. He understands spacing on the field because Adam Thielen has never been the athletic guy on the field. He's never been the fast guy on the field. But one thing he's like Cooper Kupp. They understand spacing better than a lot of other wide receivers. They know how to get in open space and sit in that soft spot of the zone. And then they also really good at possession catching. So he has a skill set that a lot of receivers don't possess, especially when you're not the most athletic dude out there. So, I saw it as a good sign. I saw it as a good pickup. I didn't think it would be bad. It's low risk. It's low risk, high reward too. I mean, we gave up a 5th round pick.
Fixed swap at that.
A swap at that. And then when you think about it with our drafting history right now, anytime this is my thing with Vikings fans and the community when we talk about drafts and giving up capital and shit. This is why I said we should have gave up fucking 5 first-round picks to move up to get if you felt like Drake May was your guy or Jaden Daniels was your guy or Caleb Williams was your guy. Give up 4 first-round picks because at the end of the day, the history shows that it doesn't matter. You're gonna bust on them bitches anyways. So let's just get the player.
You're gonna cut them in 2 years anyway.
Yeah, get the player, bro. Like get the guy that you know. You feel me? Like that's the thing. Like because obviously with your draft, you don't know, and we got history. We have evidence. We have data. We need to start using it. So when people say, "Oh no, a 2nd round draft pick is too much for that player, too rich for this and too rich for that," with this front office, nothing's too rich when it comes to the draft, bro. We see the history, and right now we in the midst of it again with Dallas Turner, and I'm gonna throw JJ out there because we gotta see him.
Yeah, man. It just
Rap. You don't think Dallas Turner is that dude, or you don't like what you're seeing from him?
Well, I just think I expect more. I expect more at this point. You know what I mean? But if you think about it now, right? Think about that. Let's talk. Let's go down this right now, right? Who's at the time, right? If I would have said, "Hey, give up 2 first-round picks for Drake May," right? Vikings fans would have been like, "No, that's too much." Right? They'd have been like, "Nah, that's too much. There's no way we can give up 2 first-round picks." Now, let's talk about it tonight. If you look at it right now, and this is knowing the draft history of Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores and all these motherfuckers, we're gonna put them all in the same bucket. Would you give up 2 first-round picks now to get how you see Drake May playing right now? Absolutely, you would.
Yeah.
But like Dallas Turner, D Woods, to answer your question, I just feel like there should be a little more, being that he is a first-round pick and he's a defender. He's an edge rusher, like to where like a lot of times those guys come in and they make an impact. He hasn't made an impact.
I just
Ain't this your people rep?
Yeah, black. Yeah. That listen, I told like they got a couple little wins right now. I did a show with them. Shout out to them fellas too, man, over there, man. We're gonna link up again when we play again. But I said out of every group, y'all the only group that can't say nothing to us though. Yeah, even though y'all might have won low 4 in a row right now. Y'all on y'all high horse. You feel me? And congratulations. But like y'all ain't beat us. So y'all under us still, man. Relax. Relax, my dog.
I'm just saying, like, when it comes to like Dallas Turner, I mean, I hate beating the dead horse, but I just think I just think it really comes down to scheme and fit, man. Like, I think Dallas Turner is not playing the position that's suited for him to be playing. Yeah. And I just think like I don't think Van Ginkel's coming back no time soon. I really don't. I'd be surprised if he plays, but I just feel like there's things with this defense and offense that it's just something about it just not right. And it's starting to show up all at one time. And this is why the team is actually not looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right. The team like that. Like I feel rap like Dallas Turner to me. Like I be on Twitter telling me, "Oh, Dallas Turner played good." I said, "Where?" I done watched the whole Vikings game,
and he ain't no splash.
I don't like he not jumping off the screen to me. You supposed to be a motherfucker like a Von Miller, like I said, chasing the quarterback down, chasing running backs down. You just like. No, get me wrong.
He's good. He's good to the PFF geeks.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but like Dallas Turner not jumping off the screen to me. Like nobody on defense is.
Nobody on defense.
What's the fucking good been that?
Bernard got his first sack last night, which is sad.
His first sack.
Yeah, that was his first sack last night. That was his first sack last night. Yes, it was. Jalen Redmond lead the team in sacks with 3.
Yeah,
and that's from the interior.
From an XFL player.
Yeah.
A player from the XFL, bro. Shout out to Jalen Redmond. Shout out to the XFL. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit him balling, but I'm just saying that put that in perspective, though. Yeah. Like these are guys, the guys that are actually good. Usually, so far since Kwesi and them have been in control of this team, have been players coming from everywhere but the damn draft. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, that shit crazy, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this, Rapper D Woods, is the Vikings end up having a top 5 draft pick. Tracy and Kelsey need to go because they're gonna fumble that top draft pick. They're gonna fumble that. They're gonna fumble that draft pick, and Kelsey and Kelsey gonna look bad next year. And then Kelsey gonna get fired. We need to get ahead of the curveball if JJ McCarthy do not look like a fucking stud at the end of the season. We need to really move off KLC so we can save our future. The Vikings right now, as of right now, I don't know what JJ gonna look like, but as of week 8, the Vikings are behind every team in the NFC North right now.
Yeah, they are. I just believe this draft, when we talk about Kwesi, I think this draft is kind of like the make or break for this team because this is the first time where you're gonna have like all your draft picks already, there, plus the compensatory picks that you created the past couple of seasons with Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins, all these other guys, right? So you're going to have all these picks together. And if you can't get it right and bring youth to this roster, I just feel like, it might be time for everybody to go because you're going to have to like bring in reinforcements because you have multiple picks. I think they're projected to have over 7 picks this year. You got to have some guys that's going to have to come in and hit. We know it ain't going to be a hit everybody you draft, but you're going to have at least like 3-4 guys to be starters.
Like, I'm going to tell y'all this, though. I'm going to tell y'all this. It's time to have this conversation. By the way the Vikings looking on offensive line and defensive line, it might be time to trade Addison. I'm gonna be real.
For
I'm
what?
gonna be real. Addison and TJ might have to go.
What you getting in return?
You might can squeeze the first out of Addison.
But
Don't
again,
say
you said they're gonna fumble the draft pick.
But
So
listen
why
though, but
position
listen,
more?
I never said KLC and Quasey had to be the people that picked that draft though.
Oh, so you saying trade them, fire them, get them out the building, bring in a new GM and the head coach, and then they pick.
Because look, but listen though, Rap and D Woods,
I ain't
you
moving
have
up
a top.
Addison, bro.
But listen, though,
Addison a baller though, Loki.
no,
I'm not
he is
moving
though.
Addison.
No,
He's small
listen, Rap,
too. He's
listen,
done.
D Woods, like listen give me 10 seconds. If we re-sign Addison and our offense line is a train wreck, we're gonna look like the Cincinnati Bengals with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. You have to get the offense line together. Our defense line needs to get retooled. You don't have right now by us fumbling the NFL draft. You can afford them, but you really can't afford to re-sign Addison. We don't got no defense lineman. We ain't got no corners. We ain't got no center, no offense lineman. Like, we just a fucking hot mess.
Yeah, you can. You can, because the way the contracts are structured, I don't even think Jefferson's big money.
It ain't about the money. I'm talking about the overall picture, though, bro.
But I'm saying what I'm saying is the cap can always be manipulated.
It ain't about that though. You willing to pay Jordan Addison 30 plus with a fucked up offense and a defensive line and no secondary?
I think he's that guy, man. He's special, man.
You don't win football. Well, TJ and JJ got to go then. Somebody got to go with TJ Hawkins.
No, TJ definitely can go.
I didn't
say that though, but y'all were calling me crazy.
You were.
Yeah.
You were crazy.
I was crazy.
Yeah. That because you were saying that like 2 years ago.
Yeah, like 2 years ago. Yeah. I mean, the thing with TJ, like, I think he still is that guy. I just feel like they don't have the quarterback to get everybody involved. When TJ was at his best, who was the quarterback? Kirk was ever to spread that ball around for everybody to be happy when they actually had Addison in his rookie season. Like, look at the quarterbacks that's been in and out, and look at the offensive line. He's been asked. He's been asked.
TJ Hawkins to run a route, bro. He run
a route. There you go with that shit again, man.
And he leave his feet. He leave his feet for every catch. He do some shit that pisses me off.
I knew he's gonna do that. Hey, I'm just saying, like, when you got good guys on your roster, I say keep them. I still believe in TJ. I like the fact that he's actually been more of a blocker this year than what he's ever been in his career.
Right.
That was something.
18 million.
That was coming something into the draft to where it was like, oh, he can only catch. He can't block. He's basically becoming a all around tight end in this league, and I really want to see him with McCarthy. Because that's what you need. I don't. Nah, TJ good, bro.
But I think he is getting, my thing with it, D Woods, is he's on that line of, he was really good, but now he's getting older. He's had a couple injuries. Yeah. And it's like, is he as explosive? I think it's kind of just stuck on the name. You know, that's what I fight with TJ is, am I just stuck on the name Hawkinson? Because you hear Hawkinson and you're like, okay, that was a good tight end. But then you look at the tight ends around the league and you like, bro, there's so many young ones in the league right now that are balling. I mean, look what Boyd did to us last night. Look Gadsden. I mean, Gadsden, look what he did. Like, you look at these Harry Fanning Jr., that from Bowling Green on the Browns. I mean, like, these young tight ends are coming in, and I think it's one of those positions now where you're able to replace and get an explosive one that can really be a playmaker in the draft. Hopefully, like, I don't know about our damn front office, but you should be able to. You should be able to. I mean, you look at Warren over there. You look at Colston. I mean, these tight ends are coming in, bro.
But Raphael, it's a difference though, because it's like, what are they asked to do versus what TJ's asked to do? Some of these tight ends are getting good because, like, they catch a lot of passes. Yeah. TJ is asked to do a whole lot more than what a lot of these other tight ends are doing.
D Wood, it ain't about that. It ain't about that with me. What it is about me is We don't have no offensive line. We had no D line. We had no secondary. And you want to pay a TJ Hawkinson, a
You
Jordan
already
Addison?
paid.
You could trade them though. The dead cap got to be low by now.
Let me look.
Now you want to get Jordan Addison 30
Hell
plus
yeah.
million. We'll need an offensive lineman. Like why you need all the fucking wide receivers and offensive weapons to win football games? You could draft a tight end. Draft
I mean,
another
like, look,
receiver.
I get what you're saying though. Like, if you told me right now, hey, you got to get rid of Jordan Addison and figure out that second receiver spot, but while doing that, you can get you a bona fide, linebacker or a bona fide cornerback. I would take that option over Jordan
I
Addison.
wouldn't take that option because I just think about it
Why?
like I just
Who
think.
win like that, D Wood?
I thought you was a defensive guy, D Wood. What happened?
But Addison is nice,
He
bro.
nice. I
No,
like.
he is
so
nice. He is nice.
So,
He's
so
nice.
D Wood. So D Wood.
But he's replaceable. But he's replaceable. D was too in reality though.
So my thing is this:
this is
you already had the best receiver in the NFL. You want to keep Jefferson.
Let me say this though. This is my hindsight. I believe the way the team is going, and with JJ being not Jefferson, not McCarthy, talking about Jefferson, with him being older and him already going to a second contract. I'm not saying he's going to fall off a cliff or whatever, but you protect yourself in the event to where he says, I want to get traded because I'm tired of this shit. You already have a viable number one on your team, because if you trade Addison away, and let's say JJ comes out and wants to get off this team, or he gets an injury or hits a cliff, you don't have any receivers on this roster that can do what Addison does. You have to always protect yourself for the inevitable, and that's what this team hasn't done with other positions. And if you got a position that's actually good and excelling, don't go away from that. Let that be what it is, bro. It's the Vikings. We always had.
Hey, listen, bro.
Like it's real.
I mean, I get your argument too. I feel both sides.
Hey, listen, man. We average 10 fucking points a game with these fucking people, and you talk about keeping these motherfuckers.
He got a point.
He got a point.
He got a point. We talk about how high powered these motherfuckers is, but these motherfuckers can't get in the end zone though, for sure.
But your defense gave up 37.
Yeah, but the offense ain't scored 27.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we do this all the time, man. If the offense scored 27, I wouldn't be that mad.
Yeah.
If the offense scored 27, I wouldn't be that mad. But damn.
Man, but hey, man, look, man, I gotta get up out of here in a minute, fellas, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a good show though, man. This was a great conversation. I want real quick though before we go, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat that was active too, man. And Zoe, man, appreciate you having me on the channel. You know, feel me? That hey, this was lit tonight. But I want to get y'all's opinion real quick though on the Lion going into the Lions game. Like, what are the expectations? Like, what you got as a score prediction? Like, what's the expectations, man, going into the Lions game? I feel like it's a season reset, in my opinion. And it's a little refreshing, although the expectation might not be super high. I do feel a little refreshed that we ain't got to watch Carson fucking wins. But how you feel, D-Boys?
Was me, you, a rep. Who going first?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to say, man. Like, I don't know what
we just stuck.
I don't know if McCarthy gonna play. They've been messing around with McCarthy the past couple of weeks, man. So
yeah.
I gotta see it to believe it if he's gonna actually play or not. And I mean, with the way the Lions are, the way Dan Campbell, how petty he is, he gonna try to put 50 on this just to prove a point.
He is.
I mean, I'm just like,
he is.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hope everybody come out the game healthy. That.
Okay, I can't say this for rap. Go. I can't say this. I think the offense is gonna have a hard time because they play man to man on one side of the field. The other field, they play like a zone and a double cover, a down receiver, and JJ ain't played and God know how long.
Yeah,
and you can't run on that defense for real. And plus, we don't even run the football. So I feel like it's gonna be a long day for the offense. We might, hopefully. Shit, they might score 9 points again. It might be like some shit like 40-9. I'm gonna be real with you.
And if it's like that, somebody's on the hot seat.
Oh yeah, if we get blown out like that, yeah, it's gonna get ugly. It's
two games in a row. You hey man,
yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
That's it for you.
I'm gonna go. All right, so I'm gonna go against the Graham, play devil's advocate here. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be a competitive game. Right now, today on a Friday, I'm not gonna say we're gonna win the game because Kevin O'Connell really hasn't came out yet and said that JJ is gonna be the starter. I give it. I'm gonna say we're gonna be a little competitive. I'm gonna say we're gonna play with a chip on our shoulder. If JJ plays though, I'm gonna give us a possibility of winning this game. Hey, look, man, I'm just playing devil's advocate tonight. That's all, man. Just because them fellas blow it, they got us getting blown the fuck out. So you know what I mean? I gotta at least be the one to say, God damn it, I feel like we got some type of chance, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, you saw what happened last night.
Hey, listen, man, listen.
We probably gonna lose, but I'm gonna say, man, we're gonna make competitive. I'm gonna say we'll lose by 10. You know, 10 at the most. I'm gonna say 30
and we
to
got to think
30
about this
to
too, though.
20.
40. You say who?
30 to 20.
30. Okay, 30. Oh, that ain't bad. But I would say this though. KLC only beat Dan Campbell one time since he been here.
I know, bro.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
We're gonna see, man. It's in Detroit too, right?
It's in Detroit. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, this shit gonna be nasty. Yeah, it probably is gonna be a nasty game. I ain't gonna lie.
I was looking at that game last night. It was like, "Woo, we play them next week."
But we about to fuck them up. They like, yes, sir. Boy, damn it.
Hey man, I appreciate you, Rap. I appreciate you, D Wood, for tapping in on my stream for the first time ever. Appreciate y'all, man.
Facts,
this shit
man.
was fun.
Facts.
Like, man, at the end of the day, Skol to the blow, and we want to see the Vikings give back. Let's do it.
We're gonna keep
man.
chopping wood, man. We're gonna keep chopping wood, man. Let's go. Appreciate y'all, fellas, man. I'll see y'all soon. All
right, man. Y'all be safe out there. Everybody be safe.
Later.
Have a weekend, man. I love everybody who